Alright guys, welcome to our Saver Day. That's what this thing was missing. It was just too stark white, and the airbrushing stuff popped out a little too much. This worked out perfect. I was pretty afraid to start on a white body. I've always had bad luck with that because it doesn't take as much, so the weathering goes a long way. So I did panel by panel on this, and yeah, I think it worked out fantastic. I did the inside of the bed first, and I realized I have two different shades of rust streaks. I finished up a bottle, and inside the bed it was more red, and the other bottle I grabbed was more brown. I had no idea they had different shades of it, but it worked out fantastic. It just looks, it really tied together what was already there, and it had already been used, so there's scratches and stuff all over it. So yeah, I got to redo the inside of the bed. I've got to paint a whole bunch of the inside because it's stark white, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there for the interior though. Yeah, I did the tailgate with the rust streaks, didn't like it, so I left the hood black. It's like they just, you know, pulled this out of a junkyard or somebody's back 40, and the hood was bent, of course, so they just threw an aftermarket hood on there, and the gel coat's faded. I did do all the chrome, did do all the grill. The bumpers came out fantastic. I don't know what they painted this with. It's got a very nice satin look, and they had the rust already on it, so going over it with the rust streaks, it kind of dulls it down. It's got that rusty pipe look, and it's actually got some real rust going on it. The back one came out pretty good too. I need to do a little bit more on that license plate. I found out in my other video, the paint does come off of those. So yeah, but that bumper looks awesome. This is a printed bumper, and it already had some nice rust on it, and we just dulled the whole thing down and really made it pop. I love it. So it's still a little wet, and I came back with my rag and wiped some more. Now I found a couple new techniques with this, being that it shows the streaks so much. I started by wiping it down, and it gathered at the bottom, so you can see some nice dark spots appeared there. But then I came back after it got tacky and started wiping the other way, and I kind of did back and forth on each panel just to try and dry it faster, but also to see if we can lighten it up any without adding a whole lot of other damage. And there's still a few lines and stuff in it, but it's pretty well dry now. I think I like it. It's inconsistent. It's all over the place. This side's got some pretty good scratches and gouges on it. So now I got to figure out what to do with these wheels. So in my mind, they're the factory rally wheels. They need to be white, and they need to be weathered to match. Still not set on this tire either. I just threw these on there because they were already on these wheels. I wanted to see if we could narrow the offset any. Still not quite as narrow in the back as I would like, but that's all we're going to get because these axles have a longer output shaft, and I cannot get these on any tighter. So there's no way to put a narrower hex on it and tuck the rear end a little bit and then get the caps on without cutting down the axle shaft itself, which I'm not opposed to doing, but I don't know. But anyways, we can't do anything else with it right now because it is gonna have to set for a couple days and dry fully. And yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this one up here. It's just gonna be kind of a quick one. Pretty happy with how this came out, so can't complain. But keep it scale, guys. I'll see y'all in the next video.